morning, beauties. Happy, what day of the week is it? It is Tuesday morning, and the actual date is December the 7th. But I've decided, for the fact that I can't ever figure out what vlog I'm on, we just gonna say welcome to Vlogmas, okay? I saw another YouTuber do that this morning. She was like, I cannot keep up with it. I'm just going to say welcome to Vlogmas. So I'm going to steal her little thing. I'm going to say welcome to Vlogmas. And I got hairs hanging all down in my face. This girl, she's still hanging in there, but she done been through some stuff. I watched her the other day, and she came out really good for washing, but I lost a lot of the, all the frizziness out of it, which is, I guess that's good. But I feel that she's shedding a little bit more now. So I do have her backup. I still haven't pulled the backup out because I just like the authenticness of this one. Like, people still come up to me all the time and tell me how beautiful my hair is. So, I'm just like, thank you. It is mine. I paid for it, right? But no. So anyway, yeah. So it is early morning. It's not early morning. It's 8:09 in the morning. I'm doing my usual. I'm sitting here in the parking lot waiting on the half hour to go to work. And as I was driving to work this morning, I had this thought that ran through my head, and I was like, I cannot believe I did this. I left my house with no rings, no bracelet, and most importantly, y'all, I didn't do my brows this morning. OMG, I did not do my brows. Like, seriously. Okay, so I've been really trying to focus on my lashes. Y'all know I go up, down, all around. My mind just, I change with the days of the week on lashes, no lashes. So I've been wearing lashes for a while because I was just really saddened and disappointed at the fact that my lashes were not growing. And I actually feel like they grew, and then all of a sudden they disappeared again. So that's when I started back to wearing lashes. But y'all, it's a lot of work. And honestly, I think it's part of the whole going through everything that I went through, all the maintenance that I had to do every day of my life in order to just, and not that I was hiding the fact that I had breast cancer, because y'all know I never hid that. But part of my healing meant I had to be as normal as possible. I did not want to be sick. I didn't want to be labeled as that sick lady, or I didn't want people to look at me and go, poor thing, So it was very important to me that I, made sure my hair, my wigs looked good, made sure I had makeup on every day. I wanted to represent that I'm taking this with a vengeance. Like, I'm not going to let it defeat me. So it took work every single day, from my second treatment till a few weeks after my chemo ended. I had no hair. And then, the brows and the lashes and all of that, giving it time to grow back and doing all the things that I had to do. I feel like I'm a little bit rebellious now about having to do so much in the mornings. I'm a little bit tired of it, while I'm still trying to keep up. I won't ever be that person that be just like, I ain't worried about how I look. Because I think it's very important that we always worry about how we look. It is very important that we keep, because I think that's part of our morale. That's part of what gets us going every day is, get up in the mornings, make yourself look good. I know I say that, and then every time y'all see me in a video, I have, wig off, hair be all over my head. But honestly, the hair that I have now, my real hair, is literally it's out of control. And I am, in the very near future, will be starting the process of my locking journey. So I'm finally to that point where I'm ready to go ahead and start locking her. So that's why I haven't trimmed her or anything like that, because I'm waiting for that moment. So anyway, that's a little bit of backstory as to why I just be looking toe up in the mornings. But I'm also saying to y'all, it's very, very, very important that we do our best to look good. Now, I know sometimes I do walk out my house and I'm not looking the greatest. I have a baseball cap on my head, or, I am in some old sweats, but it's usually because I'm in the midst of a project. And also, I think it's important too to not feel like we have to always look like we just stepped out of a magazine. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. If you're in the middle of doing a project and you freaking got to run the lows, you freaking got to run the lows, okay? You know, just don't wear your pajamas, but, you know, throw some sweats on, throw a cap on the head, put a little pair of earrings on, because I tend to think that that's important too. Like, you know, you mix a little bit of that with the and it makes everything kind of balances out. People kind of know that, okay, she's in the midst of doing some stuff, because she's, first of all, she's in Lowe's, Home Depots, or she's in Walmart and she's over in like the home improvement section, or, you know, so people kind of get a vibe from that. So I'm saying all this to say it's so important that we keep up our appearance when necessary. Also be willing to accept the fact that we don't have to look a certain way all the time. This is a lot, because it's I know people will tell me, I've had friends that say, well, you say this, but then you do this, or you say that. It's a balance, y'all. We have to figure out the happy medium of it all. Like, we have to be okay with who we are within ourselves, but we also have to realize that as we age, health issues, whatever the case may be, we may be required to up the ante a little bit. So, okay, getting back to what I was saying, I honestly feel like I'm in a little bit of a rebellious stage. Like, I have to catch myself sometimes, because it's a struggle for even somebody like me. Like, sometimes I'm like, man, I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. And, you know, and then I find myself not wanting to do it, which is okay to a certain extent, because remember, I don't have to look a certain way all the time, but I also have to be cognizant of how I look most of the time, if that makes sense. It's been a little bit of a struggle for me sometimes with putting on the lashes. I was getting frustrated. And so I was like, you know what, just go back to growing, you know, like really, really working on your lashes in the mornings. That means you're going to have to like really, really apply on that mascara and, you know, conditioner and all that good stuff. So I'm back to doing that right now. And it does take a little bit of work. It really does. Because these lashes are so tiny. They are so tiny, so tiny and thin. But in the mornings, I am now back to, but I was working on that this morning and totally forgot the brows, like totally forgot the brows. So hopefully my hair is going to kind of cover my brows, because I do have some white hairs up in them brows, y'all. And I did apply, fix a little spot right there. I did apply liner today, because I was like, okay, I need to do liner. I think that's what threw me off. I hadn't been wearing liner most of the time, I guess. And then I did that today. So I think I just up around those eyes so much, I really just forgot that I didn't like fluff up these lashes. But anyway, so yes, y'all, I left home with no jewelry except for my earrings, and didn't do my lashes. So, but you know what? I'm going to be okay with that. Like I said, I'm not perfect, and I don't ever want anybody to think that you have to be, or that I think that I am. I am who I am, and I am flawed. I am, you know, I have my good days. I have my bad days. I have days that I stay in my PJs like Sunday, and look a hot mess all day long. I have days where I, you know, run out to the store looking a hot mess. I have days where I go out and I be looking fly as all get out. Like, I am all over the place, but that is who I am in real life. And I think that that's what we all need to be. Be yourself. And sometimes you do have to force yourself to be a better version of yourself. If you find that you're that person that just really don't want to do anything, fix yourself up or whatever, have a good, honest conversation with yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, why is it that you feel that way? And a lot of times I find that women say that, you know, because, you know, they don't have a man in their life, or they, you know, they feel like they've had health issues, they've gained weight, all of these things they bring up in lieu of saying that this is why I don't feel the need to do this, because I'm not going to look any better. Well, you know what? There are some things that we physically cannot change. Like, you know, I have seen tremendous changes in my body and my appearance after having breast cancer. Some of those I will never be able to change. I'm convinced that it's probably going to be who I am till death do I part, but it won't define me, meaning I am always going to think positive. Even when I'm looking toe up, I am looking toe up for a cause, a purpose, but not because it's who I am. And so I want to encourage all of you ladies that, you know, whatever season you are in life, whether you are, I don't have a man in my life, I want a man, I have gained weight, menopause kicked my butt, I have lost children. I've lost husbands. Death has been a horrible reality this last few years. Some of you all may have lost loved ones, and you are just in that slump where you're just feeling like, I have nothing else. You have yourself. You have who you are. Don't let all of those things defeat you. Make yourself the best version of yourself you possibly can. And for those loved ones that are gone, know that they're in heaven looking down at you, and they want you to be that best version. You know, if you're a lady and you lost your spouse, you know, he liked it when you did your eyes or combed your hair a certain way. Do those things in spite of, because I promise you, as you make those steps, your day, your life will brighten, your heart will feel a little bit more fulfilled, and you will see that in the midst of every storm, there is a good purpose, and sometimes we just have to go and find it. So anyway, that was enough. I preached to y'all this morning. It's going to be the Vlogmas video for today, y'all. A sermon from yours truly, Sheila. All right, y'all. I will see you all tomorrow.